I would play a team deathmatch. It would be fun. I don't think, PvE only, because I think that takes away the excitement, but the fear, and that's what makes the game great. You don't know what you're going to get into. That's part of the fear, but the fear is part of the excitement. I think if they add different game modes, and I want more attachments for the guns. I want to be able to put a scope on the Pharaoh. How freaking cool would that be to be able to put a scope on the Pharaoh? I think if we had more things to grind for, like attachments. I know it's not COD, but I'm saying, listen. I want skins on the guns. Yeah, that gets a little weird, but I could see where it would be fun. I still think Speranza should be free roam and be able to trade upon people in lobbies. I think if you had Speranza as a free roam, maybe you could trade with people, or like you could do like some sort of gambling games where you throw your loot and stuff in, or your coins or whatever, and you could do gambling games with other raiders. A place where you're not fighting, but you could interact with other raiders. I think there's so many possibilities, but they don't want to get away from the whole it's an extraction shooter concept, but it's like you have a really good game with really good mechanics. I think if they would just build upon that, your player base is going to stay because there's going to be so much more to do. Capture the flag would be fun. That'd be hilarious. The game has so much potential, but rats have ruined it. Yeah. Yes and no. It depends on your views of the game. What pisses me off, listen, I don't get mad about the rats, okay? Yes, I get mad in the moment. What pisses me off is when people are like, yeah, I'm friendly. Man, shot right in the back. Like, huh? Bro, trash. You're a trash player if you do that shit. But I think also if you have Speranza to wander around and you could have like bulletins where you have, what's it called? Bounties. And you could sign up for bounties within the servers if, certain people are in your servers. I think there's so much potential with this game. They could do so much, but they're so stuck on this has to be an extraction shooter. Like, utilize the mechanics. Build upon this. Add different modes. It'll keep people there. Look at Fortnite. What did Fortnite start as? It started as a BR, right? And then they started adding all these different modes. It keeps its player base. Expand upon it. I know it's not COD. I don't want it to be COD. I got bored of COD. But eventually you get bored of this game. You need to add things that are fresh to it. Not just extraction shooters. Put different game modes. And I think people would come back, and I think you would keep people. They also need stuff to grind for. If you don't have anything to grind for, then what are you doing?